Elevator's not working. I'll take the stairs. My hair's kind of chopped because I just woke up, but the lesson today is to spend more time alone. I called my boss last night, and I'm basically 24/7 and have been for the past 3 years. So I'm basically always available. And I told him last night on the phone that I cannot continue to just always be available. Like, there needs to be time where I can think about what I want to do with my life. And not even just that, like if I want to like read scripture and not be interrupted, like there needs to be time where I can be alone. And this shouldn't just be for work. This should everyone should have this time planned weekly, because you need to readjust and you need to think about what the purpose of your life is. You need to reconnect to that often, or else you will lose sight of your goal. I make sure to go on these walks now every morning, at least until winter comes, so I actually can get some sunlight and actually just think. Most people, from the minute they wake up, they either have a job, or if it's their day off, they're looking for something fun to do instead of trying to be alone with their thoughts, because they're scared of them. And they're scared of them because, one, I mean, they probably don't have faith. That's probably one of the reasons. But if they do have faith and they still don't want to be alone, it's because they don't have a target of where to go. And sometimes you need to be alone to just create any goal, even if it's not, like, even if it doesn't seem right, there will be guidance from God along the way, and things will naturally start to show themselves if you just put the time in to move forward. We're constantly being distracted throughout the week with so many things. Like right now, there's just all this political stuff going on online, and then people have their job and then relationships, and they lose sight of a bigger goal because they're so distracted by temporary things. And there can't be real progression if you're always being distracted. And so we need to spend time to reevaluate consistently. I have a buddy very similar to me. He's a full-time video editor, and he has a lot more potential than he thinks. But he right now he's in like a weird trap of like paying off payments for something with his old relationship, his old baby mama. And he is working like basically 24/7 like I am for somebody that pays less than I do. And he's like afraid to ask for time for himself because he needs that money. But like you can't really be attached to money, because if you're so attached to it, like you're never going to escape and search for something bigger. If you're too attached to what you're making now, you can't suffer a little bit, you'll never grow beyond that point. And the reason I'm making good money now is because I learned the skill. I suffered for a good amount of time to learn a skill, and because I learned that skill, that's why I'm making much better money. And so if you're not willing to suffer for that short period of time, then you're going to never get past that point. I remember when I was living at my old apartment, I was eating like black beans for dinner some nights, and then I'd be up video editing until like 3 a.m. And it's just like, things will always work out naturally. You don't really have to be so attached to your suffering. You'll always have a meal to eat. That will always come. You'll always find a way to make money. And as long as you're not a drug addict or a liar, there will always be somebody there for you, even when you're suffering. So you have a support cast, most likely. And that should make it easier to get to a higher goal. There is purpose in searching for a higher goal, because God says in the Bhagavad Gita that it's our duty to work. And there's lessons in this doesn't say it in the Gita, but this is one of my interpretations, is that there is lessons in the work. Like, God will teach you so many things from working hard, and it's honestly like, what else is there to do? Because if you just focus on relationships, you get too attached to them, you get depressed. But you need to find purpose in your work, and find purpose in something. There needs to be purpose, and you need to be able to find that when you're spending time alone. And look at that view, it's so pretty. And so I hope you make it an effort to stop spending time with people all the time and stop working for somebody else so much. You need to spend time focused on you, spend time alone, focus on God, think of a bigger project, get an empty notebook, go to somewhere empty, a park in the middle of nowhere like I'm doing right now, and just write your thoughts. Write a plan, get some sunlight. Things will work out so much better in your life if you spend this time to do it. And you won't feel so disassociated. A lot of people I see on TikTok, they're like suffering from dissociation. It's because they don't spend enough time alone and out in nature and writing down their thoughts and goals and creating goals. And if you do this, your entire life will change. I started doing this like more in December last year, and I wrote down my goal for my YouTube channel, and I grew. This is my second channel, by the way. But I grew my main channel from 0 subscribers December 20th, 2024, and it's almost at 9,000 subscribers right now in September 2025. So almost a year, and I almost have my first 10,000 subscribers, and I've gone viral on TikTok. I just hit 1,000 followers on my clipping page. If I didn't spend that time alone, I would have never had that vision and progressed so much. And I've made thousands of dollars off it just doing that. Every time I wear this shirt, people always give me some weird dad joke. Protect bear ears. I didn't know bear ears were going extinct. I don't know, I just fucking bought it at a thrift store. From these walks, I found so many cool spots. I'm about to show you some of them right now. Maybe this will motivate you. Right up here, there's like this weird big ass gate, and I don't know why they added it, because there's maybe because like golfing nearby, but it doesn't make sense because there's a bunch of trees. Beyond this gate, there's a pool up here, and it's like in the middle of nowhere. It's one of the sickest pools I've ever seen. There's something about this area that reminds me of, like, I don't know if anyone ever played it, Mario Golf on that GameCube. You know, I'm making these videos to teach lessons, but this channel is also just to get my random thoughts out, unfiltered, lightly edited. I just want to have a place where I be myself completely, and I'm not attached to if I look stupid, if I look cool or not. Like, I didn't shower yet. Normally for my main channel I would try to look good, but I just don't care. I just want to do what I want to do. I woke up early today to the maintenance guy at my leasing office trying to fix mold under my sink. If you haven't been to Utah yet, this is a great reason why. It's a butterfly in the shot. There's a bunch of travel vlog YouTubers I know. I actually edited for one of them for a small period of time. His name is Sabbatical. Great YouTuber. But one thing that I would love to do what they're doing, like traveling and interacting with people. I think I'd be really good at that. I want to start learning more languages too. But they are very more informative and experience based rather than like just streaming conscious ideas. Like they're not showing their ideas more. And that's one thing I just want to be known for, is just my ideas, not just like experiences I've been through. Like I want people to want to just listen to what I have to say. And I do have a lot of life lessons, and maybe I won't fully show them in this video, you know, because I said at the beginning, but I've been through a lot of shit. Like when I first grew up, my parents were doing drugs, so they lost custody of me and my brother, and I ended up having to live with my grandma. And me and my brother were supposed to go to separate foster families, but my grandma adopted us, luckily. That was an experience, just growing up with my grandma. We didn't have a grandpa, so it was just a single grandmother. And then I lived with my uncle. That was interesting. He was like the older bro, but also like the man figure, so he taught us a lot. This is an interesting experience. My best friend took his life in high school. Soon after that, I got a girlfriend that I became very attached to. She's a very pretty girl. And then that didn't work out because I had a lot of relation experience that I didn't understand. I didn't understand how the dynamic between boyfriend and girlfriend should be. And I suffered a lot, and I learned a lot from that. And then I've been working with famous content creators after high school. So for like almost 5 years now, I've been editing for viral content creators and making my own content and teaching myself a bunch. And so I just feel like I have a lot of lessons through all these experiences. So I feel like it's a basic summary. I believe in God. I found that through another girlfriend, and that relationship lasted a long time too, and it ended very strangely. Anyways, here's the pool. It's like literally right next to that view I was showing you guys. This pool is like in the middle of nowhere. It's so cool. I love this place. I literally almost like started crying when I got over here yesterday when I found it for the first time. It was like 7 in the morning. It's just so pretty, like these trees. And the area is just so peaceful. Like all the people walking by are so nice. I used to live in like downtown Salt Lake City. There's a bunch of crackheads down there. I remember before I moved out, there was this crackhead just punching the gate outside my window when I got home from work one day, or editing one day. And that's when I knew I need to get the fuck out of there. Whoa, that butterfly is pretty. This is like my new go-to spot. I might film some more yaps here daily. There's something primal about sitting underneath a tree that like really just makes you feel so human and just peaceful. Like just sitting back against a tree on a nice sunny day. It's perfect skies right now too. Like look at this, bro. You're not gonna get too many days like this. People need to enjoy being outside more. They're always inside for their job. They're inside playing video games on their phone. The simple things, man, they'll change your life entirely. I saw like a post on Instagram that was like energy takers and energy givers, and being outside in nature gives you energy. Maybe I could pull up that photo because everything on it is definitely true. Like when I go outside in the sun and I'm just thinking, praying, working out, I feel so much better about the day and just my life in general. Yeah, these fields are just like empty. There's a really nice golf course over here. That's why it reminds me of Mario Golf. It's so sick. I want to do just like random shit like that. Like I feel like one thing that YouTube has lost is just complete unique personalities. Like people that just want to do what, like my brother and his best friend made a channel called Towel Cub. It's like a mixture of their names. And they just like fuck off and like do like funny shit. And it's just like, they're actually just enjoying it. And like for me personally, when I'm making my videos, I'm always thinking about the algorithm and stuff. But if you think too much about that stuff, like it isn't you. And I think that's what was so cool about the older YouTube days, is that you were able to just fully be yourself and people would subscribe to you for it. Like there's so many channels where people are just like so goofy. Like I remember like Jenna Marbles, like Young PewDiePie, Markiplier, like stuff like that. Those people were just so unique. Anyways, this is where I sat yesterday, underneath this tree. Maybe it's this one, I don't know, but very peaceful. It's like my heavenly go-to spot. I'm gonna read some scripture now. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. If you like this type of content, let me know. If this doesn't reach anybody, that's like. Subscribe. Sorry if the wind is too bad. I will be posting more videos on this randomly. This is therapy for men. Bye.